Also giving a free horizontal hive away. So if you'd like to get into that drawing, put horizontal in the bottom of this video. Or if you want a friend to get put in the drawing 5 times, put horizontal friend in this. And we'll have a drawing November the 20th. We'll do a drawing for a free horizontal hive. Just in time for Christmas. Can't beat that. Hello beekeeper friends, I'm Ricky Rourke here in Creston, North Carolina. Talk to you a little bit about what happens when a hive goes wrong. This hive has been a complete disaster this year. Before we get into that, I'd like to give a shout out to the Dirt Rooster, and I appreciate the shirt that he donated to me. You can't ask for a better family than the Dirt Rooster, and I know most of my subscribers, you know who that is, but if you don't, go check him out. He's a great guy, and he's been good to me, he's been good to my family, and you know, he's got some great videos that will just absolutely crack you up. So anyway, let's dive into this hive and see what went wrong this year. Alright guys, this is my easy frame horizontal hive. This is my baby. This is the hive that I really expect to do the best this year. I put the strongest hive in it that I could find, and you know, I just made so many mistakes with this year. I'm really embarrassed to even show you this hive, but if somebody can learn from it, then I hope it helps. The tree hit this hive and knocked off my frame hangers that you can see there. It took me a couple of weeks to get this tree cleaned up, and it really set me behind getting inside this hive. And again, more mistakes made with this hive because I should have got in it a whole lot sooner. But the bees are still going in and out this hive pretty good right now. Moving into the first section here, and got no honey in those easy frame plastic frames there at all this year. And you might notice there that they have put tons of honey on that inner cover. Man, it's just incredible how much honey is there on that inner cover. And 7 or 8 frames of bees right now. And here's one of the mistakes I made. It's coming up right now. You're going to get to see it. And I feel really stupid about doing this. But this hive had requeened itself. And when they did, I decided to put 3 or 4 frames away from the honey section. Huge mistake, because it was not able to keep that left side of the hive where it had probably about 10 frames of honey. They couldn't defend that area. And I had put 3 frames between the brood nest and the honey section. Stupid mistake. But this queen, she ended up laying a lot of drones early spring, and so I moved all the honey to the left side of this hive, and you can see there's some cross combing going on also. But I moved the honey to the left side of this hive that had the big drone cells so that she could lay more eggs, and I thought, you know, I'll leave a little space for them to move over to this next section. But man, it was not a good decision to make. But the new queen that's in here, she's doing great. You'll get to see this frame that I'm about to pull up. Man, it is covered with brood, and it's got all kinds of honey around it. I mean, it's a thick frame, beautiful brood pattern. Look how thick that honey is on that side. And that's caused a little bit of that cross coming on the frame that you see me pull just a second ago. And again, another good frame of brood. This hive is working really good. I'm really hoping the flow will help this hive and really pull it back to where it needs to go.
Now I did an alcohol wash on this hive before that tree hit this hive, and let me tell you guys, look at all that honey right there. It's just incredible. It had an alcohol wash of 42 mites. Just incredible amount of mites. So I didn't get a chance to get back in this hive and treat it when I needed to. They have been treated during this video about 2 weeks prior to that. Now you're going to see me pulling this left side apart, and please don't beat me up too bad, but guess what they ended up getting? Waxworms. And you're going to see some frames just completely chewed up. I lost 10 frames of honey. There's the first one right there. You can see at the bottom of it. Looks really bad. Man, this hive was supposed to be the bomb. You know, you think you're doing right, and every step that you take is a mistake. Look at that. Man, my heart just was about to die when I was pulling those out. It was that bad. Just horrible. You know, makes you kind of be embarrassed to be a beekeeper when you see this and you say, man, I shouldn't be showing this, but if it'll help somebody else out, you know, I'm going to show it. I'm not perfect. Definitely not the perfect beekeeper. Probably not the perfect horizontal guy either. You know, I make them and I put bees in them, and, you know, I just work through them. You know, 1L6, it's not too bad. Man, look how bad that's eat up. But anyway, you know, we learn from our mistakes, and this hive has requeened itself. It is strong. It's been treated. It's ready to go through winter. Hopefully they can catch this last bit of flow of the goldenrod that you see in the beginning and the asters, and they'll be good to go. But it's definitely an embarrassment on my part. I haven't done an alcohol wash on them since. I need to do that, and I'll give you some update. And I haven't even counted the bees yet of that 42 mites. Man, I mean, it's just incredible. It's amazing this hive's done as good as it has, I guess. You know, also in the spring I did some splits on this hive and pulled probably 10 frames of brood out of this hive to do some 5 splits, and really weakened this hive down early spring, but expected it to kick up, and then it started laying drones. Then you know, it had the high mite count, had a tree to hit it. So, you know, that's my mistakes. So I'm putting in a divider board right now to allow them not to access that right side no more. Don't want them over there. Don't want them having to defend that area. Daughter, get a little bit of this excess that I chiseled off here. You know, I hate taking bird comb off. It kills so many bees. And so what I decided to do was take a little bit of that loose off for us. And then I was going to feed back that in.